Ben Gurion University is facing irreversible damage from an Iranian ballistic missile that hit their campus in the south of Israel during the 12-day war. In response to their significant recovery efforts, Americans for Ben Gurion University launched an emergency campaign to help with relief. ILTV's Devo Klein has the story.
On June 19, 2025, during the brief but explosive 12-day war between Israel and the Islamic Republic of Iran, an Iranian ballistic missile directly hit the Soroka University Medical Center campus in Beersheba, inflicting catastrophic damage on Ben Gurion University's main Marcus family campus. The university reported that 6 major research labs were destroyed and 9 others severely damaged, with ripples felt across classrooms and teaching facilities. In total, 30 buildings were impacted. Surveillance videos shows the direct impact to the gymnasium, showing the force of the hit.
My lab suffered a direct hit by an Iranian missile and is completely destroyed.
Researchers and lecturers like Ehud Ohana are mourning both the physical loss and the scientific legacy lost with them, including irreplaceable scientific work, potentially years in the making, has been lost forever. Ohana said affected samples in his lab included patient-derived biological materials and genetically engineered DNA collections.
These mechanisms are impaired. They cause diseases, and we're trying to develop all kinds of treatments, novel treatments for those specific diseases. Biological samples that we had, some of them were derived from human patients, and they are completely gone. There's no way to bring it back. We have other biological samples like engineered DNA, which took us about 10 or 20 years to collect, but we still cannot evaluate how much damage these samples suffered.
Ohana estimates it will take 2 to 5 years to regenerate new DNA samples and 1 to 2 years to rebuild custom-made lab equipment unique to their research operations. Despite losses, the resilient community is determined to rebound swiftly, especially to support students whose projects and degrees hinge upon these shattered labs.
My hope is to start doing the research as fast as possible. First of all, to take care of the students. And in terms of our research, we want to go back and do the experiments as quickly as possible. I'm just hoping that we'll be able to get the physical resources in order to bring the lab back to a full function. We have the knowledge. The people, thank God, are still here and they're healthy, and we have the knowledge, and that's the most important thing.
To help meet the mounting recovery needs, Americans for Ben Gurion University launched an emergency campaign. Doug Sesserman, CEO of Americans for Ben Gurion University, outlines the scale of destruction and the urgency behind the appeal.
We're in a very difficult situation and doing our best, but many people may not be aware how directly and disproportionately Ben Gurion University of the Negev was impacted. We estimate close to $40 million in total damage.
Sesserman says Ben Gurion University is one of the most important institutions for the future of Israel. Sesserman noted that the campaign was thrust upon them as the Islamic Republic's assault coincided with significant impacts from October 7th on their community, with students murdered and taken hostage on October 7th, and soldiers now fighting in Gaza for hundreds of days.
Because of October 7th and now the Iran conflict, we have this emergency campaign that we're kind of forced into because BGU was one of 3 main institutions that were impacted by these missile attacks.
Ben Gurion University is now navigating an urgent path to recovery, rebuilding shattered labs, reclaiming lost research, and ensuring students continue their academic and scientific journeys. Knowledge endures, people endure, and research will rise again.